had long since riven the earth, then dried again to dust. 3 moons would wax and wane before the winter rivers swelled within their graveled banks. Hot Tree had lived most of her adult life in Fire Boma, the bamboo-walled cluster of huts a day's walk southeast of Great Sky. Now her hair was streaked with white, her brown skin deeply wrinkled, her breasts empty sacks. Years had cooled the fire in her dancing feet. She felt both hollow and heavy, and knew it would not be long before Father Mountain summoned her bones. So much had changed in the past few moons. For generations unknown, the Ibandi had lived within the sheltering shadows of the mountains called Great Sky and Great Earth. The peaks were home to Father Mountain and Great Mother, whose timeless passion had birthed the world. 3 moons ago, Great Sky had exploded, the cataclysm wreathing the sky in stinking smoke and spewing rivers of boiling mud down its verdant slopes. Trees had been wrenched up by the roots, tumbling like dead brush. The Ibandi hunt chiefs had died. Some believed the god himself had perished. But Hot Tree did not, though she well believed that the explosion was a sign of his displeasure with their wickedness. Whatever the truth might be, a second disaster soon struck. From the south came the Miktik, brutal men who killed many and even stole 3 of the sacred dream dancers. The bloody war had almost undone the Ibandi. If Hot Tree's daughter had not brought her here to Water Boma, Tree did not know what might have become of her. Much had changed since then. Sky Woman, the girl who earned her name by climbing Great Sky, had fled north with half the tribe, accompanied by her lover, Frog Hopping, who had climbed Great Sky with her in search of wisdom. Some said he was a mighty hunter, but Tree had never been impressed by Frog. Both his elder brothers, greater providers by far, had died on the great mountain, but their widows, Ember and Flamingo, had traveled north with Frog. Hot Tree inhaled deeply. The afternoon air reeked of burnt grass. She stood just outside the Boma's bamboo gate, at the edge of the wide blackened zone, singed every moon to deny hiding space to leopards. Beyond that dark space, grass grew knee-high, and beyond that, the plain was broken by round and flat-topped trees and dusky scrub ranging out to a thinly ridged northern horizon. The air smelled of dust and burnt thornbush. Her old eyes could just barely distinguish a hyena's brownish-gray pelt, lurking a spear's throw from the edge of the blackened zone. Another 4 or 5 spear casts distant loped 3 giraffes, 2 adults and 1 calf, half the height of its parents. Even as she watched, they dissolved into the shimmering air, much like the cloud creatures the strange boy Frog had so often babbled of. Night Song approached from behind. Hot Tree would have known that tread among tens of others. Song's rotten left knee caused her to drag that leg a bit. No hunter's accident or thieving disease had caused this. Only that great hyena, time itself. "I wonder where they are," she said, not realizing she had spoken aloud. "Steel Shadow?" Night Song's hair had faded to gray stubble. At times it was difficult to see the nimble young dancer trapped within her twisted, heavy frame. Despite her age, Song's voice was still honey.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.